Welcome to the Featured Anime Podcast. I'm your host, Jack.
And I'm Rick.
And joining us today are, once again, our fabulous friends from Anime Anonymous, CJ and Archie. And say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
All right. And so today we are going to be talking about Arcane Season 2, just continuing on from last week's choice, which was a recommendation from CJ. Thank you, CJ, for the wonderful recommendation. I appreciate you.
Appreciate
no problem. You know, always bangers over here, baby.
Oh, gee, I forgot. I'm used to you not answering. This is gonna be
Yeah, usually I type. Now you have my vocals. Okay.
Oh man, yeah.
He speaks.
Even better, which is great because, you know, just to kind of rattle off the beginning here really quick, it is produced by Riot Games, Netflix, Tencent Video, just to name a couple of them. Its studio is Forte Production, aired in November 2024. Genres are action, adventure, drama, fantasy, sci-fi, and steampunk. It is based off of a video game, and the number of episodes is 9. Just like last season, it came out in 3 episodes arcs. And so season 2 basically picks up immediately after Jinx's rocket lands on the Piltover Council, and it is plunged the 2 cities into honest chaos. Jinx's act of terror kills Caitlyn's mother, forcing Caitlyn into a hardened, revenge-driven military leader, while Vi is torn between her love for Caitlyn and her desperate hope of saving her sister. Joining forces with the Enforcers to try and mitigate the conflict between Piltover and Zaun. As the war escalates, it is revealed that Vi and Jinx's adoptive father, Vander, has also undergone a unique transformation into a beast called Warwick, forcing a devastating family confrontation. The central conflict ultimately shifts as Viktor's glorious evolution becomes an existential threat and a crisis for him personally in so many ways to both cities, forcing an uneasy alliance. So, can I just say here, I am shocked, but also not shocked at the fact that they decided to go with the, I don't know, the alternate timeline deal almost immediately to help solve and progress the story forward.
So you saw that coming in some way?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. A majority of American driven written stories, I'm going to DC, Marvel being a couple of them, even though they're not cartoons anymore. They were and are and originally started as comics, but a large portion of American, in my personal viewpoint, always deals with and dwells on and relies on parallel universes / alternate timelines to help tell a more complex story.
I mean, okay. Yeah, I guess. That makes sense, I think. Probably. I don't know.
So I will challenge you in the sense that if it's done well, I couldn't care less.
If it is done well, yes. However, very rarely is it done well.
Yeah. And I'm going to come at this without the league history, but I mean, again, we've talked about it. Jack and I, for the most part, sometimes I don't know where his head's at, but for the most part, Jack and I are on the same wavelength with a lot of animes. I saw it coming for 2 reasons. One, because I know League of Legends lore, but then also it just made sense with, in my opinion, just how Hextech was going. So but yeah, I didn't mind it. It was interesting again to, instead of having quote unquote time jumps like season 1 did a little bit. Now, granted, it wasn't huge time jumps, except for obviously young Vi, young Powder, and then growing up. Mm-hmm. But this one, it was, instead of time jumps, we were going between different people experiencing different things in different worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually have a question. Now, obviously, last week my answer was my favorite character was Ekko.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's the same this go around. It's a toss up for me. We'll get into it later, I'm sure. But how am I incorrect, or am I correct in saying that Vi seems to be the catalyst for everything going wrong in this timeline? Because without her there, if she were to have died in the explosion, as in the other timeline, everything seemed to be way better.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the other. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was like, wait, what? But I get what you're saying. So the when Ekko went to the other world with Jinx.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was another world or another timeline.
Another timeline.
That's I call them worlds, but yeah, timeline.
Okay.
Technically, you could look at it that way. Yes, that she is a catalyst for everything wrong.
Like, I don't want to because I like her, but at the same time, like how it would be like to pull myself into it. I think it would be akin to if I was to jump to a new timeline for whatever reason, and Jack died years and years ago, but we have flying cars and there's no cancer. I wonder how hard I would personally try to get back to my original timeline. Eventually, I'd be frantic to do so, but like I don't know if there'd be like a temptation, like, you know what I mean? Like Ekko had zero affiliation with that timeline. He even went so far as to like almost reject criminy, what's her name? What's the crazy one's name?
Jinx. Powder.
Put some respect on her name. That is Jinx.
Oh no. She's
my
straight.
blue-haired queen. Okay.
I love her, but she's crazy.
Alternate timeline. She's Powder. She never became Jinx.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Yes,
Yep.
but the crazy one is Jinx.
It's Jinx.
And that's what he said. Who's the crazy one?
I forget. Well, technically, you said you think I'm crazy. You should meet my sister, which is why I was waiting the entire show for Vi to go nuts, and I don't think she ever did.
She did.
But
She did.
How did you not see it?
Completely,
Brother.
she didn't stay
No.
there.
She went nuts. She took that breakup hard.
Brother, did you not see her spiral? Well, what are we on about?
Did you not see her emo phase? Her
I did,
emo
but
phase.
But she recovered.
Yeah. Well, he's thinking more along the lines of permanency. So if that's your goal or line for that, would you say at that point Jinx recovered and she is at that point no longer crazy?
Oh.
If that's what you're going to gauge it by.
Well, see, I think that if you were to say if Powder recovered, then that'd be a different story. But as far as
what
Jinx
is Powder? What is Powder recovering from? Powder has no reason to recover.
Well, she's recovering from being Jinx. I look at them as two completely separate entities, like a split personality of sorts. One recognizes the other, but they do not coexist. Maybe is the right way to put it. They don't inhabit the same body at the same time.
Yeah, they do.
One will supersede the other. One will get rid of the other.
That blindness you were talking about pre-show, it's showing because it's the same body.
Yeah.
Same body,
Same person.
What I mean is, like, when one personality comes forward, the other one almost virtually disappears.
They're not personalities. It's trauma. It's a same person. She does not have bipolar disorder. It is the same person.
No. You're bipolar is some schizophrenia is correct. Bipolar is in dealing with how you flip-flop in between being happy and sad. You'll be manically over the top happy, and then for no apparent reason whatsoever, you can go to completely sad or completely angry. It's a issue with...
Oh, maybe she does have bipolar then. But she's not schizophrenic.
No. Yeah.
No, she for a while during the first season, where she was talking to the people that were dead there. However, that was her own trauma and way of dealing with it. And everyone in some fashion does do that in a manner.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It didn't matter, but I thought, like I said, I was mistaken in the portrayal, but I assumed that. Have you ever seen? Criminy, what is it? Bruce Willis was in it. Mr. Glass. Not Unbroken.
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable. Yeah, there was a sequel to that. I think Monster or something like that, where the
Beast
dude who
or something
Beast.
like that.
Yeah. So he had like true abilities manifest depending on which personality was in control. Sometimes he could walk, sometimes he couldn't, sometimes he was colorblind, sometimes he was ungodly strong. I figured it was the same with Jinx, where when she was Powder, she had a certain set of skills, whereas when she was Jinx, a different subset of skills popped off.
Sir, did you forget that she got shot up with drugs called Shimmer?
Yeah. The Shimmer gives her the power.
Has nothing to do with Jinx or Powder. She decides to become Jinx because when she's living as quote unquote Jinx, she is not relying on Vi. In her mind, when she was Powder, she was relying on Vi. That's a choice she made. That is not a different personality or anything like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, that puts a whole other spin on things.
Yeah.
and that's why at the very end of the first season 2, you have her. It's like, hey, you get the choice. You can either have me basically rely on you, or you cannot have me rely on you, and you can just let me be the person who I am now. So, and that's basically what it was, and that was part of the reason. Part of the reason why you even leaned last week on the whole Stockholm syndrome-esque type feels what you were leaning on.
Well, I took that as a whole different thing. I thought that was a dual personality giving up independence, being like, you get to choose which one of us stays and which one of us dies. Like, I thought that it was an indication that they were two complete people, in obviously same person with a fractured mind. But I thought it was basically one was going to Hulk versus Banner type thing, where one will stay dominant and the other one will just devolve and go away.
No,
Like, that was the choice.
Nope.
No, not even close.
Well, I misread that then completely. Okay. Well, that changed. I mean, it changes a lot, but it doesn't really change who my favorite is. It might.
And that's fine.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Huh. Okay.
No one's saying you have to change your mind. Like, that's not the purpose of this discussion. All right.
I'll have to ruminate on that for a little bit while we talk about other things, because that changes my whole perspective on a lot of things.
Well, while you have that paradigm shift, I have a question for you guys. Okay. Did we notice anything with the intros to the episodes?
I'm gonna be honest.
I like them.
I'm gonna be honest. For the intros, like you're talking about the opening credits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I skipped them after first season.
Complete failure. They change.
Oh.
Very
And they
slightly.
give you there. Sometimes it's a complete change of person. Sometimes it's a complete change of like stuff in the background. But there is several episodes. It doesn't have every single one, but a lot of them, as you get further in, there'll be a frame that shows you something coming up in that episode.
No,
and it's literally like 2 frames. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
Is it the disc thing? Because
no. It doesn't happen every single the same place everywhere every time.
Yeah.
Like for example, there's something that happens with Heimerdinger, and it's when Ekko is reversing in the start. There's a flash there, and if you pause it, you see Heimerdinger later on in the episode. There's another one where there's like a flash between Jinx, like where she's looking somewhere, and you see something else. Like I think you see the future look for Vander. It's really cool. I loved it. I love Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds really awesome. I assumed they were all either same, or there was one minor change at the very beginning because Netflix was like skip intro, and they usually don't do that when there's a difference. So I was like, I watched the first one, skip.
No, don't worry.
A lot of them were
We didn't catch it when we first watched it. It was like when we went down the rabbit hole of finding like all the YouTube videos.
Speak for yourself. No. No.
Not
I figured it out on episode like 4, and then Tort was there, and Tort was like, "Oh yeah, it happened in 3 as well." And I was like, "Wait, it happened in 3?" And he was like, "Yeah, at this part." And then so I went back to 3, and I was like, "Oh snap, I didn't see this." So just talk for yourself, ma'am. I noticed him.
I did.
I'm gonna look. To be honest, the primary reason why I didn't sit through the opening is because when you're on a time crunch and shaving a couple of minutes off for an opening scene that has no real bearing for the story. One of the things I'm going to cut out.
You're just not a true fan. It's okay. It's all right.
I mean, like, I mean that I'll agree with you with 100% on. So, yeah. I haven't played the game. I have no desire to play the game either.
Oh,
so.
I couldn't care less. I hate the game. I just want. Yeah, I absolutely hate League of Legends. I will
really.
Yes, I can't stand how you play the game. I will never go back.
Rick, we just talked about this last week.
Last time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we just talked about this.
I can't stand League. But and it's mad toxic. Like I know every game has their toxicity, but League is very toxic. So
that actually surprises me. I mean, granted, I grew up in lobbies for Call of Duty, so
no, it's worse than Call of Duty. I'm not gonna lie.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's bad.
I hate to say it, I might be willing to watch someone live stream it just for the content on that alone.
Jeez.
No,
I am a glutton for punishment when it's not hurting me.
Those are always curated. If you want to get the true toxicity, you have to do it yourself.
Yeah. Usually streamers will have things filtered, etc. So true. Like for myself, when I play like Rivals, I have text turned off because people say, even with the filtering, people say some idiotic things. I'm just like, I'm good.
Yeah.
It sounds like my tired hot takes from back when we started.
Do you mean the tired?
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, you're talking about the tired hot takes that you said just a few minutes ago, right?
No.
Oh man.
There's 3 that pop into my mind. I'll like text you about it. Yeah, where Jag had like cut out a good 10-minute section out of the podcast because he was like,
"Oh, I remember one of those episodes."
Yep.
I was there.
Yeah,
yeah, you were.
And I was listening to it with Artsy, and I was telling her, right here where there was this cut. Nah, bro. There's like 20 minutes of content right here missing.
Like, I gotta save my boy, all right? I gotta save him from himself sometimes, and sometimes.
I remember what the show. Oh man, because we reviewed it later. Artsy and I reviewed it much later. But it's crap. Whatever. It's not worth it. But yeah, I thought it was hilarious. I was like, nah. I gotta tell you what happened. Then we're gonna listen to it, and I'm gonna tell you right here.
Play by play. Yeah, I think we still have the raw audio somewhere. But
I have the raw audio for a majority of it somewhere, so I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't notice the start stuff, you might not notice what Artsy wanted to ask, because I don't want her to forget her question.
Okay, go for it.
I just forgot.
Oh my lord, woman! The titles.
Oh no, after rewatching it, that's not true.
Well, not true for all of them, but for some of them.
Not true. Yeah, like the titles are tied with the song, like the main song that's played in that episode.
Oh.
They even did this in season 1. So like the first episode's called Playground. Playground is what plays. In season 2, there's an episode just called Heavy is the Crown. That's the first episode. That is a song title.
Yeah.
And then Paint the Town Blue is another one.
Mhm.
Forget there's another one. Yeah, that's about it.
So
But
I
yeah.
did not know. I didn't notice that, but it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And by the
But-
way, oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask because I know Jack is always got an opinion on pacing and all of that. Did you prefer season 1 pacing over season 2, or did you like season 2's like storyline more, like layout?
I like the layout of season 2 more, but the pacing I liked the pacing of season 1 better.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to agree with him on that one because I feel like it was intentional, whereas the first season was there to draw you in and get you hyped for the season 2. But season 2, I feel like it was more chaotic and satisfying. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
I
you
was gonna say-
start like you end an episode, but you don't start in the same ending of that episode.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. So it
But
was a little more
it's
choppy,
done-
but it was more fulfilling.
Yeah. But it's done very well.
Yeah.
At least in the very small percentage based on you guys' experience of anime. That's probably the best one.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know about you, but we're still green around the gills for anime. We're still very new. It's just like maybe our fifth anime we've ever watched ever. Totally.
Now,
I was gonna say
now you
third. I
may
could count on
lie
2 of
to
them.
your chat and your listeners, but one thing we're not going to do is lie to mine.
here.
Okay.
We don't lie to the wolf pack. Not at all.
Like
Not at all.
I like to make myself feel better about my addictions, all right?
No, it's okay. In Anime Anonymous, we feed the addiction. There's no shame here, buddy.
No. There's nothing but
Cure is
shame here.
success.
Now, if you were talking about Soma, then I would have some
jeez.
judgment. But
Why does this always come up when we all get together? I
hey,
swear.
it's for that reason, right there.
Okay.
We still need to watch season 2, Rick.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
I still need to watch season 2. I never watched it. I watched one episode and I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Exactly.
I'm done.
Yeah, we need to watch season 2. Oh,
Yeah.
Speaking of season 2's, Rick, Reincarnated as a Monster season 2 is going to be coming out.
Remonster?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Season 2.
Is that the one he didn't like with the goblin guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though it was all consensual.
And
That's debatable.
No, it's not debatable. Not debatable at all. Actually, it was blatantly
about
said
Arcane.
you can do whatever you want. But anyway, back to Arcane.
Yeah.
There's so many things. So season episode 1 of this. So last week, I said I didn't want to say much about Ekko, but how the bridge scene was a very big cue into his skill set, his powers.
Dude.
So go ahead, and then I will tell you more about his stuff. But what did you think about him in season 2?
Well, again, he is a strong contender for my favorite overall. But I just gotta know, do you think he thought he was crazy at any point in time?
Why? That's my question to you.
Because he went to a different reality that initially no one was there with him. Like no one was there at his level being like, yeah, we share these memories, except for little dude. I gotta know, is he dead? Like he's gone?
No, there's no confirmation. A lot of people think he is, but there's no confirmation. I go on the anime logic. If we don't see a body, he ain't dead, bro.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, see, I was thinking one of two things happened. One, he was absorbed into the power system, and how they say that energy is neither created nor destroyed. There's that matter's neither created nor. Either way, he was either a power source to help Ekko get back to his own timeline, or he did something and got shot to another timeline with hopefully all of his brains in order. But the dude's basically immortal from what I can tell. And he lived in that second universe, that other universe for, didn't he say like 1,100 days?
Yeah,
and then some change, some hours or whatever.
Basically almost 4 years.
Okay. Now he lived there for 4 years and he didn't go crazy. And then he met up with the other dude who was like, oh yeah, I was waiting for you. I was wondering if you'd show up. So my thought is it's possible that he either was absorbed into it or he was sent somewhere else to the future. I don't think he was sent to the past, but it's possible that he was also sent to another timeline.
Yeah,
And
there's a lot of possibilities. That's why I didn't really think about it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
I saw no body. I think he's alive. That's it. Now, if he shows up in another iteration, because they are done with quote unquote Arcane, which was supposed to be truly about the sisters, but we're getting the other one about what is her name? Not Ambessa. Mel. Yeah. Coming up here soon. Yeah. There's another one coming about with Mel. So
yeah, I would assume so. With so I would assume that they're going to come out with another one that leads into Mel a little bit more, especially with how they led into and leaned on her more in the second season, and then with all the plot points and all the character building and world building around her and her family specifically, especially in this latter half of the second season. I would be surprised if they didn't start focusing on her next. But going to what you were asking about Heimerdinger, I would have to agree with UCJ, nobody, he's not dead. To answer your question though, Rick, about him not going mad or anything else, he had 4 years there. And he said something very specific to Ekko when he first met him. It's not so bad if you embrace it and just go with it, which means he probably was going mad for the first portion of the time. And then he finally let it go and just embraced the new world.
Yeah.
You have to keep that in mind. Like the verbiage is very subtle, but the fact that he did specifically say, hey, it's not so bad if you just embrace it and go with it and accept that this is how reality is, you'll have an easier time, because he probably for a majority of that time, or for a nice chunk of that time, struggled with it greatly. Because you also have to remember that in that timeline that he's in, the timeline they're in, they dealt with deaths, and Vi isn't the only death that I would assume that was dealt with, because he probably dealt with Jayce and Viktor in that timeline as well, who may have died or are dying or have had worse circumstances thrown about them.
Well,
possibly.
Okay. Yeah. So here's what I thought happened. And if you guys know better, let me know. But what I thought happened was Vi ended up dying, and in doing so, brought her dad and uncle, maybe uncle, together in forgiveness over the loss of her. And because the explosion took out more than it did in the original, the hex field and that everything was lost.
Okay, so hang on.
They weren't able to replicate it.
Let me ask for clarifications, because her parents are still very much dead, even in the alternate timeline.
But she calls the bartender dad, and then he calls.
She also called. She calls Silco in the
Silco
primary timeline, basically a father figure as well. She views him as a father figure.
Yeah. So I meant to Vi.
Okay.
So yeah, Silco and I. So are they brothers? Silco and the other guy?
No.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like brothers in arms.
It's like you and me.
Okay.
Rick, it's like you and me.
Fair enough. So, okay, I thought they were like legit brothers.
No.
But it that I don't think takes away from my question. if they were to survive on and forgive each other, right? Well, actually, no. That eye thing that Silco has predates that robbery, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But he didn't have it in the other timeline.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. His eye was busted.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm probably misremembering.
It just wasn't all jacked up because he wasn't using Shimmer. Like in this world,
Yeah.
he didn't use Shimmer because
Shimmer wasn't in that timeline, really,
Yeah.
right?
exactly
wasn't.
because so Shimmer came about
Oh.
because of the whole Zaun versus Piltover. That's the whole
Yeah.
thing. It's not necessarily that Vi was the bad one. That's why I was like, oh, I guess I could see that. It's just that a death was a catalyst. Like somebody died, and it would have been probably the same thing if Powder died and Vi was over her. We don't know. But
Right.
it's just like the whole catalyst was, Vi died because like more than one of the things dropped, I think, something like that. I didn't rewatch the episode. So and they found her Jinx crying over her. That's it. And
Yeah.
so that ended up with, because as you get further on, like you see the flashbacks between Vander and Silco, they were friends with Powder and Vi's mom. So they're like, damn, you know what? We're doing this stupidity against each other. And what happened? We lost one of the kids that our best friend had. So they kind of mended. And then that's what really trickled down. So that's why I'm like, I don't think necessarily, Vi's the bad one. It's just she was the catalyst because she died. I think it would have been the same thing if Jinx died. But again, that's all speculation. So
I mean, also at the exact same time, I think because Ekko and Heimerdinger were in that alternate timeline, and because of everything that happened, you saw that Powder had those orbs still. So I feel like by their presence, they're automatically forced or brought about the existence of Hex Tech in that universe. However, it would be under Jinx's or Powder's guidance rather than Jayce's and Viktor's.
Yeah, because she's a freaking genius.
Yes.
She's
In
one
every
smart
world we
cookie.
saw, in every world we've seen, she's nothing but unbridled genius, which makes sense because genius and insanity are two sides of the same coin in most shows I've seen. Okay.
One thing I want to bring up. So we know, like when he was doing his whole power thing, right? He figured out what the timeline was for how far he could go. Yeah. So that is his skill in the game. Right. But
one second. I wanted to touch on that. Is he jumping timelines or is he going back in time?
No, he's just back. He's going back in time.
He goes back in time.
He can rewind time. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. But what another little kind of Easter egg cool thing is that in their dance, him and Powder, it's framed. It's filmed in 4 frames per second. To do it's a 4.44 exactly, I think, but it's to highlight his ability again, which is really cool.
I knew something was going on and it felt very choppy. Yeah. But I was like, it's just another art form. But 4 frames a second, when we're used to seeing closer to 120, that's something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder. So this is all animation by computer graphics, right?
Like
very little was drawn by hand.
No, actually, a lot of it is it's a mix. A lot of it is hand drawn.
Okay.
The most they use, so we said it back in last episode, but like they have the how it's made kind of for Arcane. A lot of the stuff they used for the computer was honestly just highlighting, like the changing the lighting levels of things to make it look more design, like more fancy and stuff. But like if you took away a lot of those low lights and highlights, it would look very kind of barren. So they did that a good job of kind of drawing your eye to certain things with the colors and stuff. So it's I said it last week, but it's cool. I mean, granted, it's only if you have like you just want something in the background, like just background noise. But the how they made Arcane is a very cool kind of little series.
They have a book. They have a book.
Now, I was going to ask. Well, since I imagine since you brought up, you've actually seen the how it's made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We watched the little series of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For the way my brain works, it would be simpler to animate in my head. It would be simpler to animate the whole thing, and then take it and parcel that out. Take sheets out so it is reduced to 4.4 frames a second, rather than to go here and then imagine what 4.4 frames ahead would be, and then take that out. And then
I could be making up the 4.44. I know for sure it's 4, but I think they had said they did 4.44, but that's me guessing. But I know for sure it's 4 frames a second. I was trying to look up to see if it was 4.44, but I know for sure it's 4.
Okay.
But yes, either way, it's difficult to do that. But yeah, I will say one thing I did
4.
like. That's what I said.
I'm just confirming.
But the one thing I did like about season 2 that they did more was changing in art styles. Like that other world was a different art style. Different times when we had the like flashback family thing with Vi and Powder and Vander and stuff was a different art style. When Isha is having her run part, which good Lord, but that was a different art style. I enjoyed the switches of styles.
I mean, now that you mention it, it did feel cleaner in the other one, and I couldn't quite figure out why. So maybe the art style is what made it feel better, cleaner, cohesive. Maybe that's a good word.
No,
I don't know. Not cohesive.
Not cohesive. No, but it made it feel cleaner for sure. I would say that it gave it a completely different feel in terms of that for the art style. Is what I would lean more on. But then again, that's also what they were going for the second season. Is they were going for a different feel. They were going for making it feel a little bit different, because that's honestly what it was. You had the build up and the setup in season 1, and then you had basically the resolution for it all, the fallout from it, and then the resolution of it for the second season. Yeah.
Yep. I enjoyed both seasons differently. I love, bro, the comedy was still there though. My favorite line in season 2 is those bitch mittens, which you didn't even make yourself. God, that's like my favorite line. So funny.
Oh man.
My favorite scene is when Jinx shows up when they're about to go like raid the prison, and she's like, "I'm Jinx," and it's like, I don't know anybody who would wear those pants, and she's like, "What's wrong with my pants?"
yeah. The comedy is just funny, man. It's good.
In this season, it was definitely a lot more.
It's very Joker-esque. Very well. No, maybe Harley Quinn over Joker.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, sure. She's supposed to be in Arcane. She's kind of a mix of the two of them.
Yeah. And it stayed like that even for the second season from the first. You definitely had that feel for it.
Yeah, but if you want to take it to comics, and I'm gonna leave it at this one. She's kind of like New 52 Harley, where like Joker dies and she's kind of becoming her own person and dealing with her trauma on that, because in season 2 there's a lot less of the manic episodes that she has. But I digress.
Yeah, she's a lot more stable, but then again, she's also a lot more depressed in the second episodes. Or the second season, where she's struggling with everything that happened in the first season, which is understandable. I don't know anyone that wouldn't be depressed after something like that.
Yep. Yeah, my girl couldn't get a win, bro. I was like, oh my Lord. Bro, I'm telling you, and the reason I said this in the pre show before Rick was here, I was like, yeah, Jack has a daughter. Dude, I have sons, but that Isha episode tore me up, bro. Oh my lord. Because we did a watch along with subs. I was so quiet. I was just like, nope, hate it. I hate this.
I went to him like after we were done, and I was like, all right, I need a hug. Like we need to hug this one out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was, oh man, that was rough for me.
Well, given the first season, I was amazed how well they put the second one together that still was able to tug at your emotions the way that it did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Good storytelling is what that means right there.
yeah, amazing storytelling.
Yep.
Yes.
And the thing is, I saw it coming too. I was like, no, she's going to freaking do something dumb, man. Because as soon as Vi dropped the gauntlets and she looked at them, I was like, she's going to take the orbs. Oh, she's going to take them. I know she is.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I hate it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just curious,
But
is she a main character at all?
Nobody.
No, she was made purely for season 2. She has
Yeah.
nothing to do with
That
games.
is just, that's dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did like all the fits in season 2.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh, since we talked about earlier a little bit about favorite characters, and I know my least favorite. I know my least favorite. Hell yeah! But I'm gonna go first. All right? Don't you like this? I'm growing as a person. I'm going first, guys.
You're doing great,
Favorite
honey.
character, Jinx, all day, every day. Okay,
Mhm.
F everybody else.
Okay.
Least favorite,
answer.
Okay.
that Scottish hoe. Okay, God, I
Randy?
couldn't stand her. Oh, when she got her karma, oh, it was I cheered. I rewound it.
Yeah.
The shot to the face.
Yep.
Yeah, I rewound
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know if Artsy remembers, but when we were watching the watch together, I rewinded it like 4 times. I was like, hell yeah.
Do it again.
I did appreciate your warmth. Die.
Yeah, shut up.
Die.
Man.
All right.
Hated characters.
I want.
Go ahead, RC.
Yeah. Who did? To be honest, I'm not gonna copy my man. I'm not gonna do that. But Jayce was kind of annoying.
Oh, yeah, he was up there too.
Jayce was annoying this whole season. I think he really should have gone to therapy. I really think he should have gone to therapy.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that? And the reason why I ask is, didn't he have like a purpose that was, I'm not going to say God sent.
I'm
but
sorry.
It's not. Don't you dare even say that. Jeez Louise, man. It's Viktor sent. He had a purpose that was Viktor sent. All right.
Yeah, but he was sent on this whole thing because Viktor was like, "Hey, out of everything I've seen, you're the only one that can clear this up."
No. It's not everything that I've seen. He's like, in multiple timelines, I've tried this, and you're still the only one that I can leave to this to. I've tried in multiple timelines. It's like, wait. You've been failing continuously this whole time? Nice.
It's like Doctor Strange.
He kept giving different runes to them. Here's a piece of candy. Here's a piece of candy.
Yeah.
I love this stone.
Yeah. No. Jayce, but I still love my girl Vi. I still love her.
Whatever.
Rick?
She gets so hot. She's muscular. It's great.
She was muscular in season 1. What does
No,
that
they show it off more in season 2, and I love it.
Whatever. Don't get me wrong.
Anyway,
I do like Vi. But yeah, Jinx all day.
All right. So
Go ahead.
My least favorite person out of the entire show, and I can say this not just in season 2, but even in season 1, my least favorite character was Ambessa, Mal's mom. Am I saying her name right?
I almost banned you. I almost banned you out of my chat.
Why, you like her?
Don't get me wrong. I don't like her methods, but she is a cool character in my opinion. She went out in plot device. Okay, that was plot powers that took her out. That woman is a strategist.
Plot was the only reason she stuck around. Like everything she did, everything that was brought to the city was because of her. The Black Rose was because of her. At least that's my impression.
No, the Black Rose was after Mel anyways because of Mel being who she was.
Yeah.
They would have eventually found her regardless of Ambessa, no matter what. They were after her because of what she had done and everything else having to do with her, and she just was violent and ruthless in and of itself. But given the type of culture that they had and the ruler that she needed to be, that's expected. Everything that she was doing was meant to be self-serving, and more so for her and her subjects, the people that she was with. And again, anyone in a leadership position would do the exact same thing. You can't fault her for going, I see a way to protect us and to protect the people of my kingdom and everything else. So that's what you get. You get Ambessa with her moving forward towards that.
But all she had to do was be just a little bit honest with her daughter, and she could have avoided.
Not even close.
Yeah, no.
That would have been, that honestly probably would have made things even worse, because Mel already didn't want to use Hex Tech and already didn't want her mother there at all. And if her mother was even remotely more honest with her, it would have just, in Mel's mind, validate everything. Give validation to all the anger and frustrations and everything else having to do with it. And then at that point, push her further away and just make things even harder for her. Like Ambessa
I was talking
is her
about
mother.
from the beginning.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you can't.
Not at the beginning of the show, like before she was kicked out, before she was discarded. If she was discarded,
he was honest with her.
Like, the reason that she had to give her up is because she made her weak, and the reason she gave her up is because she has a potential to touch the arcane.
Yeah, both, and
she knew that the whole first season.
Yeah, well, Ambessa wasn't even there in the first season.
Well, not the weaken me part, but I mean, realistically, she said it without saying it. She was like, "You need to have the will to just take a person out."
Well, I get that, but to say that she had this untapped power that people would go after and not foster that.
She didn't want the power to manifest because it would make her easier to find. And also at the exact same time, it was a power that Ambessa did not like. Like, for them, that was a power that's basically a taboo. Same thing for, it's basically what Heimerdinger viewed it as. Like, when you touch the arcane, when you start touching on that power and utilizing it, that is a big no. Like, that is why he didn't like the Hex Tech. He didn't like what Jayce and Viktor were doing, is because it touched the arcane, and that is not what they were about. So the fact that they, both Ambessa and Heimerdinger, didn't like the arcane, didn't want anything to do with the arcane, just made it even harder for Mel to even want to tap into something like that had she known about it, which she didn't. She didn't know about that until like halfway through season 2.
That's what I'm saying. If Ambessa was more honest and being like, "Hey, you have this ability."
All right. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you, Rick. So as a kid, right? If I tell you, "Hey, you see that you see that plug over there? Don't touch it." What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna see that plug, and I'm gonna grab his dick and twist it.
Yeah, exactly. So why would she bring attention to the power she doesn't want her child to use?
Well, my biggest contention is in season 1. She says, or no, was she there in season 1?
No, she wasn't.
She was there.
No, she was there in season 2.
She was there at the end of season 1.
Okay. Well, she says, "You sent me away without telling me anything." So she had no knowledge that she had this ability potentially, but she also didn't know why she was sent away. So that's where I'm like, you could have avoided a bunch of stuff by explaining you got to go hide, these people are bad. There's this thing that you could potentially do as an adult when she was sent away. I imagine maybe I'm wrong with the timeline, but was she sent away as an adult or as a child?
No, as a kid.
Oh,
She told her, "You weakened me," but she said it in a much meaner way, but the same thing. She was like, "You need to be a wolf," and Mel was a freaking lamb. Okay, and so she's like, "I can't have that weakness around me." There was nothing. Yeah. The only thing that was hidden was her ability to use arcane. That's it, which was hidden on purpose because, like Jack said, it's taboo. It's not liked. All right, they are not an emotional, heartfelty.
Oh no, absolutely not.
World.
No, the world that they're in is a war-driven world for them. More specifically, Ambessa, her entire culture is a war culture, and it's pointed out several times that is their culture. That's their world. Is they are specifically going for power and war and striving for it, but arcane is still a taboo even for them.
Yeah,
simply because of look at the repercussions of what ended up happening, right? For the end, and then even in the alternate timeline that Jayce got thrown into, for what ended up happening because of that, because of the arcane power that resulted from it. Like it is something to be honestly feared. However, like what people view and do and everything else with it is beyond. So,
okay, I can see that.
My viewpoint.
But you bring up a different thing that I'm kind of curious about. Was his hammer? I know where I'm jumping. I'm sorry. Was his hammer altered after his interaction with
the hammer he had was different because of the alternate timeline that he was in.
Okay, so when he
had some of the rude stuff on it.
Okay, well that was kind of my question. Did it change because he interacted with Viktor?
Well, he got that hammer from Viktor, basically from where he was at.
Yeah,
like
it still works the same way.
Yeah, the hammer that he had wasn't the hammer.
Badass.
Yeah, the hammer he brought that he had taken with him, the new hammer, was not the original hammer that he had when he went back into that timeline to start.
Yeah.
Okay. So am I correct in thinking that when he met Viktor in his, let's say, ultimate form in that other timeline, the creature, person, statue that was holding onto the hammer, was that him?
More than likely, yes.
I think it's implied, but it's not really said yes. But yeah, I think that's what everybody assumed. That was Jayce.
Okay.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
And then I know we're kind of now I'm usually still streaming at this time, but I know we're kind of running long, so I just have a couple other things. So
okay.
Going back to season 1 where I was just like, I don't really want to, like, you guys were like, oh, so Viktor's evil. And I was just like, I don't really want to say anything because I've always, like, when I played League, I was just like, oh yeah, clearly he's just an evil bad guy. But in this, like, you see it more in season 2. In actual, like, nothing he's doing is actually him truly thinking evilly. He's like, he's just like, he has aggressive standards, like, this way will make everybody happy. I don't really care about your free will. I know this will make people happy. So he's like a robotic Madara in a way.
Yeah.
He is very much a, hey, if you follow along this path and it's pure and everything like that, if you remove all your worries and you just let me control you, this will be a wonderful and happy utopia, is the thing he was going for. He was going for a utopian society.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I was like, dang it, I could resonate with him now, even though I don't agree with it. Like, he's not just evil. Crap.
Man.
Well, I mean, that honestly is who one of my least liked characters would be Viktor, because of that.
Yeah.
Because of how he is, the mentality that he went for, and everything else, and then the fact that they relied on the alternate timeline, and he's now pouting and sad that he got exactly what he wanted, and he's like, I don't want this anymore. I got what I wanted, but I don't want it anymore.
Yeah, well, I thought it was, I got what I wanted, but it's lonely at the top. No one will talk to me. No one can talk to me because I've usurped their mind, essentially. Everyone agrees with me because they didn't have a choice.
Yeah, well, that, and no one can talk. Everyone's just there.
So, okay, dumb question. Hopefully this has a smarter answer. You said that they don't have the ability to talk, but given that they were teleported to, I'm going to say, an ethereal plane of sorts.
You saw that Jayce was a part of that ethereal plane, and his ability to have a conscious discussion completely independent with Viktor was being eliminated the more and more he got integrated. So let me point that out before you phrase your question.
Okay. So I don't think it changes my phrasing all that much. So given the fact that Viktor has full control of the area, wouldn't losing yourself be a choice of his?
No.
So it's just a side effect of being...
It's what Viktor was imposing on him. He was forcing his will on them to basically give everyone what he deemed a perfect utopian society. People are unable to get out of the way of themselves, and he was forcing them out of the way to reach this pinnacle of utopian society.
My way or the highway kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Except there is no highway. It's his way only.
Yeah. It's my way or non-existence.
Yeah.
Well, technically his way was non-existence, but
exactly. They end up the same way, pretty much.
No matter what, it all ended the same way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my last thing, and then I'm good on my end. I could talk about more things, but this is always the fun one. This had people researching. I saw it. I think all of us saw it, to be honest. So I think we saw it the same way. Ending of the show. Is Jinx alive or dead?
I don't remember ever seeing a body.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Jinx doesn't die ever.
So something I rewound, and then the internet slews kind of confirmed it, because while we were watching it, we rewound it. If you look right at the end, before the explosion happens, you see like a dash of color go to the side, and then there's an explosion, which that dash always happens whenever Jinx uses her shimmer. And then when Caitlyn and Vi are having their thing, and and Caitlyn's looking at the plans of that tower, she looks at this vent and kind of smirks, and then it shows a floating, like them flying machines.
Yeah.
Which in season 1, Jinx, Powder said, one of those days I'm gonna fly on one of those. And if you look at where the vent goes, the vent kind of leads to the docks for those flying machines. So I was like, nah, I might be coping, but I think my girl's alive. And then literally the next day, TikTok was just filled of like circles. You see that pink line right there? That's her dashing away. I was like, see, it's not just me.
So what's her ability with Shimmer?
She's very fast.
So just speeds her up.
Almost instant transmission.
Then why didn't they use that more?
Because she didn't want to. She doesn't like relying on Shimmer.
Yeah. In season
when
2,
she was crazier, she used it a lot more.
Yeah. And she did use it. She just didn't use it all the time. I'm also assuming that there is a toll or some kind of restriction in how she can use it or how often she can use it. So you also have to try and take that into consideration too. Like it's not like she can just spam it constantly nonstop.
Almost like a cooldown in a game. Some might say.
I was going to say, is it possible that she has a finite supply of shimmer in her body and she has to re-up every so often?
No. The shimmer changed her body. That's it.
Okay. So, like the title says, she's closer to the arcane than anything else. Okay. Or no, it'd be... Is shimmer
it's the drug cane. That's what that
it's drug cane, man. That's all it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, because I was thinking that the hex and then the shimmer were two sides of the same coin. One just had a minor drawback, and one had a severe one.
No.
One is a drug copy. That's it.
Literally, one is manufactured 100%.
Yeah,
from plants.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
so it's organic.
Sure. or organically found and then chemically synthesized.
Organically sourced.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Jeez.
All right, guys. Scale of up to 10. How would you rate it? And we'll go ladies first.
Oh, okay. It's still a 10 for me. I love the series. That's all I'm going to say. You have to watch it.
All right. We'll go CJ.
I can't remember what I rated it when I did it, and that's fine. I enjoyed it, but I didn't enjoy it as much as season 1. There were a couple points that I just think they divvied from like the character, like how the character normally is, specifically Vi. So it's a 9 for me, but I still enjoyed a lot of it. I think just the pacing was a little bit weird for me in season 2 as well. Like I felt like it was kind of slow and then all of a sudden it ramped up.
Like
which
running out of time.
Slightly. Like I felt like the resolution for certain things was coming quickly, but it wasn't like super quick, like that it was jarring. I just liked the pacing of season 1 better. But no, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would happily watch it again, and I've recommended it to many people. So
fair enough. I think it's my turn, yeah?
Yep.
All right. It's with a heavy heart that I give this an 8. Mainly because of the pacing. It felt very rushed at the end. I gave it a 9 before. There was certain reasons I couldn't give it a 10. Very similar reasons I could not give it a 10 here. I feel like I would have liked to see Warwick, I think is what the new name was. I would have loved to see a resolution with him. But I just felt like they didn't finish his storyline. Because I didn't think he was dead either. Because, again, no body. There was just more than a few questions I had that were not answered. Overall, though, highly recommend. If it was just based on you should watch it, 10 out of 10. You should absolutely watch it. But I do feel like there were certain things that could have been done better.
Okay. All right. For me, I'm gonna go with a 7. So I'm gonna go a little lower. The reason why pacing was a little off for me, I did not like the whole parallel universe / alternate timeline / time loop / where I got what I wanted, but I don't like it anymore type deal. The fact that they introduced so many other characters and plot points in here while they were also trying to wrap it up at the exact same time, I didn't like. Obviously, I am almost 100% positive that we're going to end up seeing Viktor and Jayce and Heimerdinger later on down the line in some fashion at some point, regardless. So there's that. And I didn't like how all those were wrapped up either. But is it worth the watch? I would have to say, yeah, it is worth the watch. Definitely, if you've seen season 1, you love it. You'll like season 2. It does give some closure to some things. It does wrap up certain plot lines in the second season. Definitely does help round off a majority of the story when it comes to to the sisters, and that's about it. I mean, that's all I got. Next week we're gonna watch season 2 of Solo Leveling because I've been hankering wanting to watch it. It is a recommendation, and I wouldn't mind revisiting it again. And if you want to hear what my original take was on it, if I remember correctly, CJ, wasn't I on the episode with you for your show?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. If you feel like we did too much justice and not enough justice or anything like that, feel free to contact us and let us know. All our contact information is in the show notes as well as on our website at featuredanimepodcast.com. You can also join us on Discord and talk to us and hang out with us in there. And then, of course, on stream as well, where we stream majority of our episodes on twitch.tv/featuredanimepodcast. And then, of course, we have some affiliate links for you as well for Crunchyroll. Get yourself a nice free trial or get a discount off their store. Links for you are in the show notes for that. And then let's not forget about Tokyo Treats. Nice, wonderful, delicious treats every single month coming straight to you. If you use our affiliate link along with coupon code Featured Anime, you get $5 off that very first box. And trust me, the treats are worth it. And of course, let's not forget one of the best ways you can support us is by going to patreon.com/featuredanimepodcast. If you go there, $1 a month to get you access to bonus content that we usually post with every episode. And of course, don't forget about some Swinky swag, shop.featuredanimepodcast.com. And until next time, I am Jack.
I'm Rick.
And I'm Artsy.
And I'm CJ.
And we'll see you next time.